Okay, so good evening everybody, and once again welcome back in today's class, day number 5. And today I want to start the session with the some practical part, because I know it's a weekend and I want to give you some basic task. Not that much that you have to spend a lot of time, but now I want you guys to be start searching and researching and learning at your side. Okay, so yesterday we saw about ServiceNow interface, that what are the components available, banner frame or the utilities, context, Apple, and we see the user menu and all the things will be there. Even though in the user menu something has been left, but I'll take a little time to be pick up that later, because otherwise we're going to miss this particular part. Okay, so what we are going to be discuss now, because everybody has a question, Atul, this is your PDI, this is your instance, how we can access. So the fundamental says, if you want to access any system, any tool, anything in this universe, you need some kind of a credential, you need some kind of a username and the passwords. If I want to be logging in my phone, I need to be put the password. If I need to be connect my phone, my Gmail, and to put my username and password, only then it can be done. So this concept is called the user management. Okay. In the user management, mainly 3 things are important: user, group, and role. User means any person who want to log into the instance is a user. And generally we don't use the word person in our discussions. We use user, or we basically use the persona. Okay, so try to be avoid the word user, Atul. There's a one, sorry, try to be able to use the word person. Atul, one person not able to log in. No, Atul, a user is not able to log in is the right word or right term here. Okay, so user is someone who want to be access my instance. But before I proceed the actual users, let me say that in ServiceNow we have mainly one is called the ITL, or let's say fulfiller. Even though we have discussed already, one is fulfiller, one is end user, one can be approver, and one can be admin, and one can be service account. Okay, someone you can say some automation accounts. Okay, when I say the fulfiller means this user or these set of users are the backend side. They want to be work, update, create something on the records created by the end users. So they guys will have always minimum, they will have the ITL role. Okay, end user who are going to be used the front end. Mainly they access the service now either via, not either specifically via the portal. If not, then on the console or on the admin. Sorry, I'm saying admin console on the native view. This is a native view which you're able to see now. This is a native view, and this is my portal. So if I'm an end user, I can raise the incident from this part. Okay, but I can raise an incident from this part as well. So this is the second type of user. Approver, who need to be approved either a change, either a knowledge article, either a request, is called the approver here. Because we are just discussing on the ITSM part, so these 3 things will be there, but approver can be anybody. If I am giving a user ITL role, he's getting the approval role automatically. But maybe I want that person should only have approval role, then don't give this, give only the approval role. Okay, then the admin. This admin is basically who take care everything in the system. He can update, delete, create anything in the system. Even though not anything, I can say to do some part, they need some special access as well. Okay, so but in short, all the configuration, customization, logic building, data bringing, integration this user can do. Easily this user can do. But if you give this right, admin rights to a user by knowingly or unknowingly, then risk on you, because after giving this right, that user can delete tables as well. So be careful when you're giving a admin role to any user. Generally, only the developers has this role or the consultant has this role. Otherwise, we did not give this role to everybody. Now, service account. Basically, what happened? Or, sorry, it's not the right word. Basically, it's not the right word. Sometime what happened? We need to be run some jobs on some server kind of things. Then we create a specific accounts, and that is called the service account. Even though those are the users in my service now, but in the IT industry, in the infra industry, those are called the service account. Okay, this is no specific type in service now for these. So, but as the discussion has been started, so I'm just telling you. And one is called the automation account. Like I want whenever my workflow run, it should get approved by this user only. So we create a specific user. It can be, it is, don't call it a dummy. It's not a dummy actually. It is a look like a dummy, but it's not a dummy actually. Even though the physical appearance that particular user or this particular account don't have. Okay, like if you say this is Atul account, then I'm a physical person. But if I say this is a test account, test is a dummy, but it can work a lot for us. So this is an automation account we can create, or the automation user account we can create. Now I want to give you homework. Okay, there are a few system driven or a system defined users as well. This is your homework for today. Now, what we will do now, every time when I give any questions, I'll put one person name and that person need to be note down the questions. Okay. And after the class, that person will send the question in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And I can ask the answer any day for that question, so that you should know that it can be asked. So let's start from today. I can say, okay, Arus, you can take the note for the today's question and put on the WhatsApp group after this session will be over. So you have to be, but an answer should be found out by everybody. I can ask on Monday, I can ask on Tuesday, I can ask, maybe I did not ask as well, but it is in my list. Okay. So you have to find out that what are the users defined by ServiceNow. There are very limited users. It can be 2 or 3 max. Okay, you have to find out that how many that type of users given by ServiceNow. That is the one thing. Now, group. We all are learning ServiceNow. And what is the purpose? We want to be achieve something by learning the ServiceNow. In short, if I say that we all have a common goal here, that we want to be learned ServiceNow, that is a common goal, right? Someone is okay. Putting on the mute Arus. Okay. So group means a set of people who work for a specific goal. That is called the group here. Okay. I will add, or I will create group and I will add the user in that. Okay. Let's say we 4 or 5 are in a group. That is our WhatsApp group is there. We 5 are in a group of our Skype as well. Maybe we 5 have a group in some family as well. So group means the set of users who work for a specific set of purpose only and have a common goal. So this is what the group concept says. Now the role. This is what we call as a license. Role means I have to go and specifically assign the role to the users, sorry, to the group, not the users. What the best practice says here, that create a user, add them in a group and assign the role to the group. Never ever assign the role to the user directly. It is not considered as a best practice. I'll give you example. Let's say today Hima joined a company and she is working in the ITSM developer group. Okay, she's the new one. She is the only one. So she came ServiceNow and she assigned the group role to her. Tomorrow, if 20 or 30 more developers join that group, she gone mad to be add everybody, to give access everybody one by one by one by one. Then what is the best practice? Better create a group and add everybody there, so that in a one go and give the role to that particular group, so that everybody, if any new person is coming, he will get the access immediately because that group has the role. From the interview perspective, it can be asked that what is the best practice to assign a role. The best practice says role assignment should be work on the group level, not on the user level. That is never ever recommended. That you can give, even though now question come, Atul, if let's say I want to give access to one of my director, shall I create a group? Recommendation is yes. Create a group and add that only person in that group. Maybe tomorrow if he left out, or maybe tomorrow some other person joined with him for 5 months, 6 months, then better we will add in the group. Work done. So this is what this best practice says here. Now let's see in ServiceNow how we can create the group. For time being, keep your questions little aside, okay, and just see the process what I'm doing, because you have to be replicate the process for everybody. So now how it will work? I will create a account for Arus. Arus will create for Hima. Hima will create for Jyoti, and Jyoti will create for Amber, and Amber will create for myself, Atul. Okay, so that everybody should able to see that how this particular work, and it is a team what I can say efforts. If Arus is not creating, Hima, you have to follow with Arus, not with me. If Jyoti, Hima get account, but you are not getting, follow with Hima, not with me. Put in the group, and guys, I'm waiting for this part. Okay. So now let's come here and see this part. So what we have to do, we have to go here in the navigator and search for the user admin. You can see user admin is there, and click on the users. And let's create a new user. Let's get a new user here. Click on this new. We will discuss everything, that what is this button, what is this purpose. But as of now, I want you to be logged into the instance that is on the topmost. Put user ID the first name. Name is first name. Last name is the first name. Same thing. Only do these things. Don't need to be create anybody's email ID or password, something, nothing. Sorry, email ID or something. Keep it like this only. And click on the save. Arus user has been created. Now I'll show you one thing which is important. There's an option available in the user menu that is called the impersonate user. Impersonate क्या होता है? In a local language, in our native language or layman language, on behalf is a impersonating. Okay, so now why ServiceNow give this impersonation user role? That is the second question you have to be find out. Okay, what is the purpose of the impersonation user? You have to find out, and this can be asked any point of time. So now I click on the impersonate here, and I will put Arus name here and click on the impersonate. Did I give any role to Arus? Yes or no? Atul, there's no role, right? No. So it means Arus is what type of user for me? Tell me.
Should be end user.
Should be end user, correct. So now if you go in the all, because he's an end user, he can access only very limited things. See, I can see a lot of things, right? Because I'm admin, but he can see only limited things.
So Atul, when you create an user and if you don't give any roles, by default it is going to be an end user, right?
By default, it's end user. Okay. Now you can see he cannot do anything, cannot do much things. As per the access, he can see only these things. He can password, he can enroll, he can update the skills and all things. But he cannot do what I was able to do as a admin. So now I will end impersonation. Let me come back in my place and I'll go here and search for the user admin. Click on the users and let's open Arus again. Now what I will do, because only user has been created, he don't have, or Arus don't have any password as of now. And ServiceNow, what ServiceNow did? ServiceNow give us this button called the set password. Click on this first step, click on this second step, click on this third and fourth. As soon as I click on the save, did you notice that this become tick and this heartbeat is coming? What this mean? This mean now when Arus will be logging first time in the instance, he need to be reset the password. And now I will put this to Arus. Okay, your password is this, and you can log in the instance. Let me close this, and you can log in the instance. Okay. Now, if you log in, Arus, try to log in. I'll show you this thing as well. This will remove automatically. Everybody just have a check here.
Username is Aras.
Aras. Your user ID is Aras. You have to be logged in with the user ID only. It's Aras.
Yep. Can I change my password?
Yes, go ahead and change. Okay, do one thing. Wait. Can you share your screen, please?
Yes.
Let me show you one more thing.
Yep, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay. Yes. So now another part. You guys need to find out from where this text is coming. Current password, new password, and these lengths are coming. Now don't think that Atul, we are very new in service now, how we can do this thing. You need to be learned now. Simple. Okay. I'll just put your current password and then type your new password. It should contain these things. Minimum, maximum, everything should contain. You need to find out that from where these instructions are coming. I told you everything is configuration. Everything is configuration, guys. Good. So now he is able to log in. Now let me share my screen and show you the changes here. See, it become untick, right? And it become heartbeat. Heartbeat says that this field has been changed currently. if someone change on the running mode, that you also open this record and someone change this as well. And this is untick. But Arush don't have any access. He don't have any role. He's the end user. Now what we will do, we'll go here and I will go to the user admin, click on the groups. And let's create a new group. Okay. And put the name. Let's say I'm putting batch 12. Or batch 12 only. Okay. You can put anybody manager you want to put group mail ID, you want to put parent, that's fine. And I can put batch 12 admin group. And now I save this. Okay. So this is what, but this is a one-time activity, guys. Don't get another batch 12 group. This is a one-time activity. Now what I will do, as I say, the recommendation says always add the user in the group. So I'll go here in the group member. This is the task you have to be do. So when Arush will create Hima's account, Arush have to be do this thing. Create account, come on the group, click on the group member, click on the edit. And here you will search this and click this. Save. But still Arush don't have any role. Now what to do? Let me take you on the other part. User admin, click on the roles. Before I assign the role to the group, I want to show you. So ServiceNow provide me 100 of role. You can see the role here, right? These are the role name. And whenever I create any table, custom table, a roles get created. When I activate any plugin, on the basis of that plugin, on the basis of that module, the roles get added in the list. So now what is the homework for you guys? Arush, take a note. You guys need to be read about admin role, list updater role, approval role, change manager role, incident manager role, change and incident read role, and what I can say. What was that stakeholder name? Business stakeholder role, ITIL role.
Abdullah, can you be a little slow?
Okay, where you stuck? Tell me.
First two I missed. I'll tell you what I wrote.
Okay.
Approval role, change manager role, incident manager role. Then there was one called change and incident. What was it?
Change. These are two different roles. Change and incident read role and the write role.
Okay, read and write.
Yes. ITL role. ITL admin role.
Is it ITIL?
Yes, ITIL and ITIL admin. These are two separate roles.
Okay.
Approver or the approval something is there. Approval role.
Approval role, yeah, I have taken down.
Approval admin.
Yeah.
Delegate.
Okay.
Okay. And business stakeholder.
Okay.
Okay. And knowledge, problem, and knowledge and problem, all roles. You will get these words. You need to be read it. Okay.
Knowledge and problem.
Problem, complete set of role. So, or maybe you can say incident, problem, change, knowledge. All these four modules role have to be go through. Okay. So now what to do, you guys here? Let's say I say admin role. So I'll go here and I'll search for the admin. Okay. So I get this role. You have to be read these lines, that what is the meaning of this role. Okay, because you are new. So what you can do, you can, if you want to search any role, click like put asterisk and then search. What this means that all the role which contain the admin words, it will find out. So like approval admin are getting. OK, like if I go a little down, ITIL also you'll get it here. Let me search for the ITIL directly. Otherwise, this one, read about these two roles. OK.
So Atul, homework is that we need to read all these roles.
Yes, this is what we have to be read. Now next part I'm giving the homework as well. So now let's say I'm in the role table here. I can see a lot of roles available. Now I'll go back and click on my group and search for the batch 12. Open. And go on the role, click on the edit. And here I will see every role which which was available in the other part. Admin here and OK. Now if I reload this page, now if Arus login in the instance, he can see everything which I'm able to show you on the screen. Arus log out and log in and then confirm. Oh, why you want to log out? Let me show you here. Impersonation. Come here and see. So one thing has been clear now. Once I will able to impersonate Arus, that in the service now, the words which I say that in the service now, the visibility of application or the module depend on the role. So now let me do it completely and then I'll show you. So now you can see Arus can see everything. Earlier he was not able to see these things. Now if I click on all, you can see the list. See the list here. See, which was not earlier available because he don't have the required access with him. Now I giving him access. He's equivalent to me now. He can also go and delete. He can go and create. He can go and this thing update. Arus add one more role. User and user admin. User admin is a role. User admin, something user admin. And guys, it can be underscore as well. User underscore admin or change underscore manager kind of things. OK. So now what we have to be do? What is the next part or what is the next exercise we have to be do? So in this sequence, Arus will create for Hima's account. Hima will create Jyoti's. Jyoti will create Amber. Amber will create my account. OK, and everybody need to be share the password in the WhatsApp group. OK. Everybody need to be add one by one in the batch 12. Once you all guys has a complete access, it means you added in the batch 12 group. Then what you have to be do? Being on the exercise part, everybody need to create minimum 5 to 7 new users. You can use your wife, husband, daughter, son, anybody name you can use. Everybody need to create those users. And also, OK, do one thing, Arus, let me do this thing. User admin. OK, I'm changing this thing. Put the this thing. Put the last name as a batch 12. Like this. OK, everybody should have a last name as a batch 12. It is easy for me to be searched sometime. OK. So what is the first exercise? Everybody need to create minimum 5 to 7 users. One. Everybody need to create minimum 5 to 7 groups. Group can be anything. Market, football, hockey, cricket, gossip, fashion, shopping, any group you want to create, any name you want to give, you can give. But here is the catch now. Don't give the admin role to the groups which you guys are going to be create. Number one. Number two, don't give all the roles which I told to every group. Give specific role like 2 rows to a set of group, 2 rows to a set of group, 2 rows to a set of group. And then add the member in that group. Maybe in a one group, 1 member, in a one group, 2 members, and members can be repeated as well. maybe 2 members, 3 members, same 3 members in a 2 groups or the 3 groups. And what you have to do after that, and don't set their password because they're not going to be login actually. What you have to do, come here, impersonate with the user you are created and see what he's able to see with the help of that role. Like if I can say Arus created a group called the time pass group. In that group, he added one user and he give the user admin role. Now impersonate with that user and see what he is able to do with that particular role. So that you should know that how this role differentiation work in ServiceNow. If you give admin, you will get confused. So don't give admin now and don't give ITL as well. Give the specific roles so that you can understand the specific working of those particular roles as well. And you can see there's a 400 plus roles are available. But we should know the basics. These are the very basic roles. List updater, or I can say your ITL admin, your take one more list template editor is a role available. Okay, this one. What am I doing? Don't cut anything. No. Okay. So this will give you the actual thing that how the user get credited in the system when. So like let's say when you join a company, what was the process? This was the process happen in the background. Someone create a user for you, someone add you in the group, when you edit, then you have go and you can update your details. So now Arus has all access. So he can go here, click on the profile and go here and click on the view and put a default view. You can update if you want to update, you can update. See, he updated finance. He put this example. Anything you want to put, you can put it. That's fine for me. OK, but don't touch anybody other account. This 4 people account should not be touched now. OK, this is very common problem that Atul, I'm not able to log in. Hope and understand that the way you have to set the password, you have to be set, you have to be safe. Only then it will be work. Otherwise it will not work. Sometimes whatever generate, but we close it, did not save it. Then it will not work. OK, so now you can see I give just an admin role and you can see he got a number of roles here. Now let me show you this part. Come on the role. Admin. We can create our own role as well. So what this says, system admin role, the role has been all system feature function data regardless to security constraint. It means there are some places, even though which are binded by some ACL access control, you can override that as well. Grant this privilege carefully. If you have sensitive information such as HR report, protect must be custom admin role. It means you modify this role because what it's saying, this role is saying, this role contain these many other rules. It contains content admin, ES engine, template, employee taxonomy kind of things. And by the help of this role, you can access these 64 applications. See, let's see if I search here for the incident. Like protected table I can access. And with the help of this role, you can access 392 modules. There's a difference between application and module that we'll discuss when we go for the table level discussions. OK, this is what a little bit I did. Now you say Atul 11 rule hai, but वहाँ पे 92 दिख रहे हैं because maybe these roles contain some other rules as well. See, this contain 1. This contain 2. So see the cycle, how the cycle is going on. Now, if I go here and click on the rules and let me show you the ITIL, the basic rule which I say, right? This one. So read about this and see this role contain 19 rules. Come on. And with the help of this, you can access. OK, this is the admin one. So you can see. You can access these many applications and these many modules. Now if you go here and let's say in the ITL I have a something incident right role. This contain two other roles as well. So sometimes it difficult for us. Okay, read one more rule. This is called the SNC underscore internal, SNC underscore external. Read about these two rule as well. If you see, let me go back.
Abdul, can you repeat that role?
That is SNC underscore internal.
Okay.
SNC underscore external. Let me open your user here once again and we will see. Do you have that rule? Sorry. Just give 1 minute. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, let me come here and put the user. And let's see, search for Arus. Come here and see. And let me search for the SNC. Okay, maybe they have something is removed or somewhere. But there's a role called SNC internal, SNC external as well. Okay, try to read get in the community or in the Google, you will get something here. Okay, so now you can see that Arus has this 91 role. Admin, writer, flow operators, other things are there. But we give only one role to Arus, it's admin. Rest roles are coming from the inherited. So you can see inherit count. Means this role contains 8 other roles. If you open this, you can see, or the vice versa as well. Contain roles, nothing. Or maybe this is coming, or sorry, or maybe the case can be that this role has been inherited by the different 8 other roles somewhere that. Okay, like 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, like this should showing me the count like this one, catalog or approver user. So it means someone has been taken this particular role or edit this particular role. Okay, so if you do this exercise, you came to know that how this role has been working. But please just don't create. Make sure you impersonate and check as well that what is happening with that role to that particular user. Create 1 or 2 role without any rule. Sorry, with a user without any rule. And then impersonate, then see, then go here and check what he can do, what he cannot do. So that will give you the idea that how the things work in this particular area. Now, one more thing which we did not discuss, I want to discuss here, batch 12. Okay. These are the common fields available on the this thing group table. Now I right click and I bring one more field here. Don't worry, we will discuss this as well. Okay. It takes some time to load this form. Okay, and put type and save. Okay. One more thing, a group can contain other groups as well here. So one can be the parent, rest can be the child. And read about one more thing. If you send an email to parent group, will it go to the child group as well or not? Now you have to be open your thoughts completely. You have to do this R&D, only then you will able to understand the concepts. And I always make sure my every batch should be different. 3 days we done very easily. Now actual journey has been started. So now let's come here. So you can see is a type. The type is very important in the group part, because let's say I'm raising an incident and I don't want that by mistake I should able to tag any group which is not a approver group or which is a approver group. I should not tag. Then how you identify? Maybe Amber says, Atul, write the name here, approver. No. This is a normal text box. Someone can come and delete it. But these are the references field kind of things. So if you click here, by default ServiceNow give me these roles: catalog, ITL, survey roles. These are coming by because I have installed some plugins as well. OK, so now if I put catalog, it means when I'm doing my scripting part, I can say that, let's see if I'm coming here. Create new. So now things are getting mixed up, guys. So I come here and put the batch 12. It is appearing, but logically it should not appear, because what is my group type? My group type is catalog. Let me, oh, we did not save it, right? Let me save and try again. If there's no validation, then fine. See, now it's not appearing because this particular field has a validation. Only those groups should be visible which has a type either none or either ITL. And we have a type called catalog. This is important point, because sometimes when we need to do some kind of automation, when we need to be restricted to the users, groups for a particular selection, then we use the type here. OK, but more thing which we want to be discussed. Now it is a group email ID. Let's say our group email ID is dl@lng.com. OK, and let's say in this my group I have a 20 people or 30 people. Now there's an option. When any incident change or problem has been assigned to this group, who should now, well, let me do one more thing. Let's say ITL as well. OK. Now what it's saying? So now what I want, that whenever any incident assigned to this group, the email should go to the email ID or to the group members. And let me save and let's try something more here. The field you're able to see are only limited fields, but in the background it is a big ocean. So you can see here exclude and include members and move and save. We will discuss this thing. Don't worry. I'll tell you that what does this mean. So you can say, if you say include members, it means email will go to all the members individually, not to the DL. So these options we can select. You can see here that is what is the purpose of this. Field values change. These last members also get email when a group email is supplied. It means email will go to this and the members as well. If you go here in the question mark, by default the group email address overrides the individual one. So it means if I untick this, then only email will go to this particular address. But if I want it should go to both, then tick this as well. Exclude manager, I don't want to send email to this group manager. So you can checkbox this thing. These are the very few things which we need to be see on the group part. Now let me come on the user part. OK, so now we've done this part. Save and let's go and create my refresh and let's see the incident now again. And now if you see, you can select the batch 12. See why it's coming, because now the type is ITIL. We can create number of types as well. But remember, if you are creating any type, it is a customization. Believe me, it is a customization. Group, user are fine because these are the data. And we have a topic in our discussion as well that what is this data mean here. OK. So we will see these things in going forward. So sometime I bring very advanced topic in the discussion. So don't feel overburdened. This is required to make a base for everybody. Now let's come to the user level. I search for the user admin. Go here and let open. OK, so now on this, now what? Let me tell you one more thing. The format, the page you're able to see. This is called the form view. And if I go here and search for the, let's say this is called the list view. OK. Now these are the terms you or we need to be used in the service now. When I say list view, you should understand, OK, I'm talking about these things. When I say form view, any form which is open, it's a form view. Any record which is, or any set of records which open in this format is called the list view. So now I come here. User ID is the one which help you to log in into the instance and do this exercise as well. Create two users with the same user ID and see what magic will happen. Okay. See what magic will happen. User ID you can put first name, last name, title you can put like I'm a maybe it says some suggestions are there. You can say director, yes, I'm a director. Even though you can write anything as well. Hello, because it is not a reference field. It's just giving suggestions, nothing else. OK, so I put I'm a director. Department, in which department you work. OK, so this is a reference field. Even though we are going to be discussing in depth, you can click here and I can say I'm working in the product management. Don't touch this, but let's see what is this logged out. If Arus tried 4, 5, 6 times as per the limit, it get locked. So this checkbox will be there. Now, if I lock Arus cannot be logged into the user to his instance. OK, generally this get auto populated on the basis of the condition, or what we do whenever any employee resign on the last working day, we logged out his account so that he should not be able to log in. Simple. OK. This field tell that this user is active. It means he or she is able to perform the task in the service now because it is active. So sometimes what happens when someone resign, we do like this. Active false, logged out. Now until unless active is true, he cannot log in. He or she cannot log into the system. Very clear. This is what the purpose is here specifically. OK. Web service only means I am like, remember I told service account, automation accounts. So this is what you can say that this account only used for the web services. User account is use this account only for the internal integration automation purpose. This is what we discuss here. This automation service account. This is what this thing you can say like this. OK. Now you can define your email ID if required. You can define your language, preferred language. As of now, English. Why? Because in my instance, we have only one plugin installed that is for the basic English. ServiceNow provide that is called the localizations. You can and it's called 21 IN something is word is there. They call it this localization. So you can install the language plugins and you can see the options here. By default, with whom you want to integrate your Outlook. Sorry, calendar with the Outlook, because ServiceNow has a functionality that you can send the meeting invites as well. You can select your time zone. So like Arus is in India, so I can put it's OK. Now it is not there. Like you can see, India is not there. Right now, what to do? Keep this question open for the time being. When we go in the system property, I will show you. Okay, so let's say I'm putting Ayush as a GMT. What format Ayush want to see his records? He can define these formats. By default in this format, if you want, you can change the format as well, up to you. Your phone number, mobile phone number, your photo, you can add, click add, and you can choose la file and you can add this thing and done. So now if I click, Aru's photo will become here. Sorry, that photo will become here, which I just uploaded. By impersonate, I can see. So you can see this is there. And then you can see the role. I'm telling you, you can assign the role directly as well. Come here and assign, but it is not recommended. And this form we are able to see these two boxes called the slush buckets. SLUCHES, I guess slush bucket if I'm writing the spellings. Slush buckets which help you to move the fields from one box to the other box. This is what, and you can put the filter condition that I want to see only and only like let me put web service because it is a filter condition. What I should put, let's say department. I'm not saying that. Okay, oh, okay. Means can delegate. He can delegate. True. Then run the filter. Okay, so oh my bad. We're on the roles. I was thinking for the user. So only these roles having this particular roles contain can delegate. Let's say I put admin or I put title is not there. Okay, good. Can delegate assigned by is, or maybe someone you know that someone has been assigned by this particular role. You can put it the name here. Click and you can see the assigned by admin and run filter. So nothing, no role is there which is assigned by admin to someone else. Okay, generally these are little complicated things, but we use these options when we want to be search on the incident or on the change part. Okay, so now I click on the cancel here. So this is where you can do the role assignment. You can add any group here. Delegates, we have a complete topic we'll discuss in a depth now. Okay. One thing again, I'm telling you, these are not the only field available. You want to see? Let me show you configure and form layout. We have number of fields in the user table. You can see at least from here till I can say these the fields available on this particular form. Cost center, city, class, building, see avatar. Because service now also using and going in the metaverse part. Click on save here. Let's see what happened to the avatar. Maybe they have some given name. Why it's duplicate? Did we did something wrong? Yes, we did something wrong. Oh, okay. Avatar is a picture only. So it's picking up the photo only directly here. But there's no option called the update and delete for this one. Possibly. Okay. So this is what we want to be discussed today. Let me come here. Any question, any clarification required? Tell me guys. Jyoti, Hima, Arus, Amber.
I have a doubt on this activity, like homework, not on what you taught.
What?
So I have made a note of that, like to gain knowledge on those roles and other topics you said. And then the next thing is like I need to create a profile or user for Hima, right?
You create the profile or user for Hima. Share the password. Hima will create for the Jyoti. Jyoti will create for Amber. Amber will create for me. But make sure you add Hima in the group 12, best 12. Hima, you should make sure that you add Jyoti in the best 12. Jyoti will make sure add in the best 12. And after this, everybody need to be create 5, 7, 10, 15, as many you want to create, as many user you create, as many group create, as many role assign.
Okay.
This is, I know this is, it's look like Atul, come on, it's very basic. I understand. No, until unless you will not do the this exercise, role assignment, you will not understand the basics or the fundamental of this particular thing. Okay.
Okay.
Clear, everybody. So link has been already shared in the Skype group. My instance link. You can go and log in, and then if you stuck, don't ask me. Ask for the previous person who created your user account. So you're not able to see the user options or the role options. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me stop the recording, and we'll take a quick. What number?
So you basically have given a task that the few flow you have made, and at last you have said that Amber will create the account of Atul. So
Yes.
Atul already has an account.
Nine.
So
Nine. A good question. I am logging into the instance with the system admin. This is what I got when I get this PDI. Very good question. See, because it's my instance, right? I log in whenever you get the PDI, you get a admin role. I told you yesterday, right? So this is what I'm using it. It is not me. It is actually I'm using as a system. I'm logging as a system admin. You will get my account as Atul.
okay, got you.
Okay. Good. Any other question anybody has?
But name is given universal.
Jyoti, so much echo. Maybe remove the speaker or that one headsets or then speak. Try to speak, Jyoti. Let's see. Or you can put it. Jyoti, put your question in the chat window. Let's see. So with this, we have basically done on this part, huh? This one, user group and role assignment has been done. Okay. Monday.
Tomorrow we will have. Tomorrow will you have class, Atul?
No. Monday to Friday only. Tomorrow off.
Okay. And when should we create this user?
You create and sleep. And give
Okay.
access to the other person, because now it's on you. Everybody is depend on you. Once you start, then people will start.
Okay.
Okay. Jyoti, what is this? Username is Atul. Maybe you can put the question in the WhatsApp group. I'll replying there. Okay. It's a lot of echo. Okay, let me stop the recording here and we'll take a quick attendance now.